Hi, hello everyone. This is Dr. Sasirekha, and I'm super excited to be with you today with yet another important topic, which I felt like something that I need to communicate with every single person who is watching this and every single woman who needs to know about this. All right. So, we want to talk about something that can truly change your life and your business as well, which is nothing but the power of mindset shift. Meaning, how your mindset can actually move you from an ordinary life to an extraordinary life. How you can achieve an extraordinary life using your mind. That is the most important topic that we are going to talk about in today's live session. And how many times have you felt that you are stuck in a similar kind of pattern? Like no matter what, how much ever you have tried so hard, things are, something is holding you back from achieving whatever that you wanted or reaching that particular level in your life that you have always been thriving for, but still you are not able to. And today we are going to talk about some practical mindset game that will shift you, that can help you break free from all those resistances, all those limitations, and step into your own superpower. Okay, so let's get started. So, first of all, I want to talk about this. Let's start with what is mindset. Okay, what is mindset? Mindset is a collection of thoughts and beliefs that will shape how you actually make sense about the world, how you perceive your own world, and how you perceive about yourself, which means it influences your own behavior. It will influence the way you outlook the life for that matter, and how you react to any challenges, any experiences that is happening in your life. So when we talk about this, look at a change in a mindset, whatever the level you are in right now. A simple change in a mindset can mean a huge difference, from feeling stuck in your current goal to actually moving forward towards your dreams. There is a quite a lot of difference that you can see even with simple smallest change that you have in your mindset. Having said that, many people don't realize that they can actually change their mindset. It is like a muscle. Okay, like how we go to a gym, we build up our body muscle. It is exactly like the same. You need to train your mind as well. Yes, you heard me right, you need to train your mind as well. Why we say that? See, the good news is that it is something that you can change at any point in time, any point in your life. You don't need to wait for a certain age, or you don't need to feel bad that you have grown up, that it is not possible. Just like many successful people have made so much of change in their mindset. That is what they call it as a transformation from a point A to point B, that today from a mediocre life they are able to live a successful life. How is that possible? How is that they are able to achieve all that beyond any challenges that they have gone through? It is only one particular difference, which is the mindset. In fact, in T. Harvard's The Secrets of Millennium Mind, he speaks about the important difference between the rich and the poor is the mindset. What is the mindset with which they handle money? That makes a quite a lot of difference between money handling and how people perceive things about money. So the mindset is very very important. This can allow you to turn your obstacle into opportunities with the right mindset. Okay, so having said that, let's first understand what are the practical ways in which you can shift your mind for success, even though you are in any level, any kind of goal you have right now. Let's first understand how you can shift your mind. See, the number one thing you need to understand is that we all have a mindset which is fixed at certain point, I would say. Wherever we are in right now, we will take it as level 0, a ground level. Okay, you may be having a better mind, but I don't feel like it. But if you are stuck at some place in your comfort zone and you have not achieved the life that you have deserved, which means that you are somewhere having a fixed mindset. And let's talk about how we can move it to to a growth mindset. First of all, people with a fixed mindset always believe their abilities are, set in stone, meaning it is impossible for them to change it. They feel like it is quite hard to get out of their comfort zone, start doing something for themselves, which is the really an anchoring kind of a thing that has happened to them. But if you look at people with a growth mindset, they believe that with even a smallest effort, smallest learning, and perseverance, they can improve any skill and overcome any challenge to something which is bigger beyond expectation, and they are able to create a huge impact. How is that possible? Is just with a mindset. You don't need to have so much of skills. It is all with your mindset. In fact, let me tell you something very frankly. Business is something which we always feel it's all about putting money, investing money, and you create some product and then you sell it to your customer and then you make some sale. And it's a kind of a process, right? Like a manufacturing process. There is an input of investment and you create a product, and then there is an output of sales which is happening. And when the sales goes good, your business is successful. But this is not a the business in real life is not as simple as the quotation that I just showed you right now. Why? Because this is how I was told during my MBA in a B school, that business is all about handling the multiple things around us, like operation, manufacturing, sales team, marketing, and all that. But one important thing that we need to also understand is that the mindset with which the person who founded that company or the person who is running that business has a huge impact on the people who are actually following him or her in that company. Meaning, the person has to be a visionary. Say, for example, Ratan Tata, the way in which he thought about things, the way in which the vision has been imbibed in every employee. So, which means that we need to realize the fact that the mindset is quite important for you to actually stay grounded and keep growing. And in business, it is not just the tool set or the systems which is going to give you success. More than that, it is the mindset of the person who is running the business is also very, very important element to keep the business going and make it very successful. Even though it can be small, it can be a very small stuff, like how Steve Jobs have started in a small garage and today it has grown up to a big giant company. So anything is possible, so you need to believe in that. And the second shift has to happen from scarcity to abundance mindset, which means people with a scarcity mindset always believe that there is not enough funds for them, there is not enough resources with them, whether it is coming to money or an opportunity or any kind of resources. They start feeling you know they don't have enough, they lack something. This creates a kind of a fear and a competition, and such thing will actually hinder you in the process of decision making. But rather, on the other side, when you look at the perspective of an abundance mindset, the world is full of opportunities and there is n number of resources for you to go ahead and achieve anything that you wanted. So that particular shift has to happen from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. And for that to happen, you need to start feeling grateful for everything that has happened in your life. It can be starting as small as a small gratitude thing every morning and a night ritual that you follow, because we keep reminding ourselves these are the best things that has happened in our life, and life is giving us everything that we wanted. When we stop thinking about that, what our mind automatically gets with all the failures, all the negative things which is surrounded by us. And do not allow your mind to capture all the negativity around you. Rather, train your mind in such a way that it completely soaks in with whatever the smallest wins and happiness that is happening in your life. Let it start picking up the logical data of everything is working for you. Okay. And the third mindset shift that you need to have is from being fearful to fear of failure to embracing that failure. It is not that, any sports person or anybody in life, it is never in the history that nobody in this world has born with something like they have never faced a failure. It can be even the smallest thing. Every person, every human being would have gone through this cycle of failure before even they have achieved success. But what we see as a person who is successful is that only, a 10 percentage of that. It is the tip of the iceberg that we see, but rather the 90 percentage is actually hidden, which means the 90 percentage is all about the learnings, the failures, the mindset shift, everything that they have gone through is actually the hidden portion of that person, which we don't get to see it upfront. And the fear of failure, when we talk about fear of failure, it actually impacts you from taking the smallest of the smallest risk as well. You play small, you underplay, rather than, going ahead and, creating that big win for yourself, because you are afraid of what people will think about you, what, judgments that people would have if in case you failed in something, and you actually prove to yourself on your self doubt. It is right. You always keep proving yourself, yes, my doubt is correct. Thank God I didn't play it wrong. You are actually trying to play it very small. But when you start looking at, failure as a stepping stone to success, you will automatically feel most of the time every failure that comes in gives you some kind of learning, some kind of feedback for you to keep growing. And I always tell this to my students, when a failure comes, it's actually the other way around. When a, success comes, we celebrate, but success doesn't leave us anything behind except for celebration that we do. But when you look at failure, failure has given us so much of knowledge about why we did something, what is not supposed to be done. There is a huge lesson, and it also shows opportunity for future as to how we need to handle things. But actually the failure has to be celebrated, if you ask me. But anyways, the thing is that you need to understand you need to train your brain in reframing any failure as a feedback. When you start doing that, you ask yourself on a regular basis, what did I learn from something? What did I, learn from this particular experience? How I can improve this particular scenario so that I keep moving forward. It should You should be like a water, you should be in a flow, you shouldn't be like a stagnant person. And when you become a stagnant person is when you have that fixed mindset, when you feel the fear of failure. But when you start embracing failure, you will start moving ahead without any challenges. And the fourth important mindset I want to talk about is from giving excuses to taking ownership of your own life, of your own, responsibilities, challenges, and everything. Because excuses mindset is completely different. We fall into the trap of making excuses, pinpointing people about, things that has happened to you, and you start saying, what, I don't have enough time, I'm so old, life has happened to me, people have made this to me, I'm not good with technology, I don't deserve because somebody has made like this to me. Trust me, whoever you are pinpointing, including yourself, they don't have the capacity to change anything inside you except you have. If you think that you can, you wanted to change this scenario with the hunger, you can actually change it. A hungry mind can achieve anything. So, have that ownership. Taking ownership means that you realize that you are in control of your own choices. It is your own life. You have manifested it. Whatever that has happened in your life, the best or the bad or the worst, whatever it has happened, it is you who has manifested. And you have the power to change any circumstances. When you start realizing that, you will you will stop giving excuse, and you will start taking action towards it. You will start asking, what do I do right now to take one small step that can keep me moving forward. So you need to realize that your life is in your hands. When you have these four major mindset shift, you will start feeling a drastic change in your life. I will give you on writing. It is, nobody can stop your growth. And some of my clients have literally, we keep giving them some kind of activities and assignments, and kind of, take them to through a journey of these mindset challenges that they are going through. And trust me, some of the simple actionable steps that you need to follow to apply mindset shift today is that: one, identify your limiting belief. What is that limiting belief? What is that thought I have inside me that I keep telling myself that, this is not going to happen, you are not worth it, you can't do it? What is that I keep telling myself? Identify that, write it in a journal, and reframe that limiting belief into an empowering affirmation. Reframe it into an empowering belief. How do you do that? Make it into a positive statement and start selling. Start setting your intention with that. Say, for example, you keep telling yourself, I'm not good at sales. Reframe that into, I'm an expert salesman. I'm the world's most best salesman. Start talking this to yourself, start affirming this, practice this as a daily affirmation. It is such a powerful tool for changing your mindset. So first one, identify your limiting belief, change it into an empowering belief system, rewrite that into a positive statement, and reaffirm and reframe your mindset by listening to these as daily affirmation. And very important, surround yourself into a growth oriented community, which means what? When you spend time with, you know whom you are actually with whom you are with, influences a lot. You will see that when you surround yourself with people who are facing, people who are actually thriving to grow, you will completely see a different shift altogether. You will no longer be sitting in a comfort zone, thinking and procrastinating things. Rather, you will start feeling, what best can I do? You will be on a race. You'll automatically be on a moving pedestal. You don't need any motivation to keep moving. So just shift your environment. And the fourth important thing you need to understand is that sometimes we humans have this kind of threat or a fear that when we look something very big, our mind becomes like, so scared, and it start stuck. I would say like a car engine, it gets stuck when you look at the big picture. Rather, set small intentions, small actionable items, and start achieving it. And at every achievement, keep celebrating. Let it be a reinforcement to your mind. Let it be a, reiteration to your mind that you are a person who deserve to achieve anything in your life. And let your celebration to the smallest things keep reiterating your logical mind that, you know what, you can do anything in your life. Okay. So see, your mind, you can train your mind. It's like a muscle. You just need to train it. And how you train it? Just follow these four simple steps. And just a final thought before I leave this particular live is that changing your mindset isn't something that happens overnight. There is nothing like a magic that can happen overnight. But every shift that you make will take you closer to a living which is an extraordinary life than a mediocre life that you are leading right now. If you start with even one single action that I have told you right now, it is going, I will definitely tell you, I will guarantee you that you will never regret for it. You will see a massive difference on the way you approach things, on the way, things happening around you. You will start seeing a major change in your life. All right. So just let me know in below this video, what is that one mindset shift which resonates with you the most with whatever that I have been talking about today. Drop it in the comments. And you know if you are already doing something which is diving you deeper into some of these concepts, I would tell me what is that best practice that you are also practicing. And if you're someone who find it very hard to actually start with all these challenges, I invite you to join my Diva Mentor Masterclass program, which is happening twice in a week, once on Tuesday and another one on Saturday, 11 a.m. And you can be a part of it. There is a link which is given in my bio. You can actually Click on the link. It is a free webinar. You can register and come, where we work on your mindset, self-worth, and also the skill set that you can, you know, shift that or turn that into a business to create an extraordinary life and an extraordinary business as well. All right. So thank you so much for being with me until this particular